Amy Ichikawa is the founder of Women to Women. She tells California Insider's Siamak Karami about her organization and the community of previously incarcerated women who provide resources for incarcerated women. When Ichikawa was 24, she was sentenced to 5 years in state prison.
During my time, there was a serial rapist who was transferred in for security purposes. This person was had committed their crime in the same county, I think, as the prison. So there were many women who were familiar with the case.
She said it was intimidating for the women. Now, a recent law in California allows inmates to choose a male or female prison of their choice based on their self-identification without any biological examinations. Among these transferees are convicted sex offenders.
There are very few, if any, requirements other than self-identification.
She tells about the impacts of Senate Bill 132, also known as the Transgender Respect, Agency, and Dignity Act, written by State Senator Scott Wiener. Ichikawa said terror ran through the entire population at the female prisons.
There was very little preparation that went into the transition. They weren't provided with any education or any preparatory actions that would have made the transition less traumatic. In the men's prisons, they received self-help packets, hours of education on how to protect themselves from cisgendered women.
The term cisgender refers to someone who identifies with their biological gender, in this case, biological females. Ichikawa says the female prisons were not prepared in the same way.
One day they just reported that there were posters up in the medical clinics saying what their options were if and when they got pregnant. And that was extremely shocking, being that option number 1 is abortion, option number 2 is Plan B, option number 3 is connecting with a social worker to learn how to adopt out. And that just really made them feel irrelevant, erased.
Nearly 300 applications are pending transfer from men to women prisons, and 33.8% of them are registered sex offenders.
Some of the women were told that there was going to be a vetting process to make sure that no sex offenders, no rapists, no child rapers would be able to access the women's estate. And that's very not true. It's a complete lie. There's serial rapists that have transferred.
Ichikawa received letters and messages from women sharing stories with her, but without proof of pregnancies. According to Women to Women's website, Ichikawa realized a lack of services for women after they leave prison, and now advocates for the safety and dignity of incarcerated women.
Read in depth into things and really get familiar with who your representatives are and what they're about.
Ichikawa hopes people could read legislative bills before signing them and not be intimidated or forced to vote a certain way.